What is up, everybody? Good evening. So up on our good friend Tom, the Keto Cook.
Hey. What is up, Mr. Grumpus?
Oh man, just been another one of them days, you know.
Man, I had one of those weeks. Everything I touched just turned turned to
Really,
crap. Ah, it was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Let me see if I can lower some of these.
I got dark all of a sudden. What? Did I have a light go out? Let me adjust the light here real quick.
Wow, what a mess.
There we go. Is that a little better?
Yeah, I'm
I
you know,
think I got an arm blocking it.
I hate when I touch buttons. Unbelievable. We'll
God's
do it there.
desires in here. How you doing this evening?
What's up, D?
Al, how you doing? Good to see you.
Mr. Lunacy?
There's a link there if you want it. Anybody wants to join us?
Let me see.
We're gonna get God's desire up here one of these days.
Yeah. I can't seem to get this one lowered. Boy, I tell you, Grumpus, I had. You know when you just touch one thing and just everything goes sideways.
Yep. Know it well.
I mean, and then I'm trying to keep an even keel with things as far
Yeah.
as yelling and screaming at somebody or whatever. My nature. I ordered two lights for
Uh-huh.
for the kitchen, bigger ones. Okay, I'm tired of the fluorescent light over top. All right, so I ordered it expecting it to take 2 days. Well, being that you're a great customer, we're going to send this out to you by tomorrow by 10 and 3. Okay. So I'm trying to plan my week as far as what I'm doing as far as putting up videos, doing some editing and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the next day comes and 10 o'clock nothing, 12 o'clock nothing. I figure that truck's out, whatever. 3:30 nothing. So I go on with Amazon and I go to look for it. Where's the package? Nothing. I got no response from nothing. Okay. So I said, it's kind of odd because I'm trying to plan things here to set up with the new lights. I mean, I could have made the video without it. But the bottom line was, I'm getting mad. I said, damn it. Spent a lot of money with them.
Yep.
And I called and I got. Remember I told you the story about the guy that tell me that the package was in Peanuts?
Yeah.
This one was worse. So I'm trying to keep an even mind with it and this and that. The guy says, well, normally it's 2 days. I said, but that's not what you said. Your company said the next day by that time frame. Now it says it's out for delivery all day. Nothing. It's still out for delivery. And then it goes off the radar. No, you don't see nothing. You don't put
Yeah.
nothing up.
Yeah.
Where's it at? This guy got an attitude on the phone. I said, you here in Henderson? No, I am. And then he told me overseas. I said, yeah, figures. I said, because if you were here in Henderson, right now I'd be playing pit pat and eating beanie weenies
Yeah,
at the county
we
jail.
handle things different. Yeah.
Yeah. So that sort of ticked me off with that.
Well, I ordered two items Amazon yesterday. One of them said it would be here Sunday, and the other one said it would be here today. Well, that item I went and ordered two of them instead of one. Now, because I ordered two, it can't get here till Sunday. Now, what's the difference whether I get one or two? The difference is one day.
Yeah.
So I canceled one of them because I really wanted it today. So I got a notice a little while ago that the package was undeliverable. I'm
Yeah.
having it delivered to an Amazon locker. They can't even receive their own mail.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then on top of it, on top of this whole mess, I'm waiting for a prescription. Insulin I was taking, they stopped making it. Man, I look very white, don't I?
No, not really.
So, anyway,
You're looking good.
you're marvelous.
You're a handsome man, Dom.
So, prior to getting this thing, I guess it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember. I was so screwed up. My blood pressure was nuts. I Grumpus, I was on the phone with my insurance company for 3.5 hours. To the point where, I mean, I'm yelling and screaming. I said, what am I doing? I'm paying you. You figure this bull crap out. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, the company that I was getting the insulin from, they actually stopped making it because they couldn't keep up with demand. And they said, well, from that point, they were going to wait until August, beginning of August. That's a
See,
couple weeks.
that makes no sense to me at all.
I said,
You
so
got
what?
you got a product that is flying off the shelves so fast you can't keep up, and you decide let's just not make that no more.
Yeah, but here's the thing: all these different names that they have. So now going back and forth with my doctor. The doctor sent a prescription in. That's not covered. They got to be more descriptive about it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Till finally, I sent an email and I said, "Here's the deal, doc. Take your medicines and your practice and everything, and shove it where the sun don't shine." Boop. And when you send a message, there's no place to hang up
No,
or punch something or whatever.
God's desire. Next time you talk to him, tell him you know Tom.
Yeah. And the package will go to Peanuts, Arizona.
How you doing, Bat?
What's that, my man, Pat? So after going through all that nonsense, so finally Thursday, I get on the one with somebody from. Now this is going back to Amazon. So for like 3 days, I was just yelling and screaming. My phone was actually vibrating. From me yelling and screaming and it, spitting on it. Anyway, I get a hold of this one woman from Amazon. Okay, she turns around and says to me, "How about if we cancel this order and we send you out a new one, another one?" I said, "And how long is that going to take? 3 days?" Okay, I said, "The whole idea for me to get this was because it was coming the next day." All right, and I blew smoke in.
Yeah, yeah,
I was doing videos, and I need these to continue. I should sue you and all that bullcrap.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
so hey, Chris.
How you doing, Chris? Good to see you.
So the next thing is that she says, "I guarantee it'll be there tomorrow." Okay. So the next day, sure enough, boom, there package came in, the home bed, and then as soon as it was delivered, I get an email. We are refunding the first one. Okay. And by chance, if the other one happens to be delivered, you may keep that also.
Sweet.
No, they canceled it. So that's just another the smooching, smooching
Well,
all
I
around
mean,
here.
they said they canceled it. It may have been on the road someplace.
But here's the thing, made me laugh though, Grandma. I'm watching the news that night. A train ran through a tractor trailer, and all you see was Amazon boxes all over the place.
That's my box.
Yeah,
That's my box over there.
get that. It was hysterical. Anyway, but everything worked out. So I don't know. Cuffing stuff, my man. You get some. You get some.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Jimmy's up late tonight.
Oh, Chris is up late too.
Jimmy, jump on up here if you want to say hi.
Also, Bat's up late also.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's up? How was your week?
The week was just just a slow week.
Did it stop raining?
It finally stopped raining. I was out today. Today was the first day I've had in probably a couple of months that it didn't rain and things were dry. Where I could get out and actually do anything without playing in the mud. So I've been outside since about 12:30, and I came in maybe 9:30, and it was a hot sucker.
Oh, don't even go there.
I pulled weeds, I turned beds. I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow.
Grumpus was actually 116 here.
Mm, mm, mm.
Right now it's 112. Okay, and what time is it here? It's 9:11 here.
Well, about 6 o'clock, we a cloud cover rolled in, and it is down to, let's see here, 83. It was 102 on my deck about 2 o'clock.
My wife asked Alexa today, "How long is it going to be hot?" She said, from now on." So what the hell? We have actually I think it's a cross between jalapenos because she throws seeds in.
Uh huh.
Yeah, jalapenos and these little red hot chili peppers we would get doing. So as soon as these jalapenos come out, right out of the chute, they start to turn red. She called me out here this afternoon. I guess it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock. You got to see this. You got to see this. I went out. So there must have been 10 or 12 of these peppers all over. 2 or 3 of them, Grumpus, were actually dripping. They were shriveled up.
It's sweating.
They were cooking up the one. I said, "Oh man, give me." I'm about to put.
Well, see, Chris has figured it out. He can't get to sleep no other way unless he listens to us.
Yeah,
We put them all to sleep.
yeah,
Well, sweet dreams, Chris.
yeah.
If you dream about me, I don't want to hear about it.
And keep your hands on top of the blanket. Unbelievable. So yeah, I mean it's supposed to be like over 110 the rest of the week.
Well, see, we just had that what Hurricane Burl that hit east of New Orleans. So it, for some reason, it headed straight west. It was just barely a tropical storm, I think. But all we got out of it was just a little bit of rain in the evening. I mean, it clouded up for a whole day. Looked like it was threatening rain, but we didn't get but a little bit of a shower out of it,
Well, yeah, I seen
which is good.
my daughter. I said, "Have you been outside yet since you moved there back to New Jersey?" Because that's all they've had. Unreal. We had rain here the other day, and all you seen was it hit the sidewalk and sizzle, and
Hmm.
then dissipate.
Yep.
Some lady just moved in next, apartment down from me. She says, "I'm from Oklahoma." She said, "What is going on here?" I says, "Welcome to the slow cooker."
So is your big lake there filled up any, or is it just
No,
still dropping?
that's dropping like a rock.
See, Lake Travis over here finally filled up
Yeah.
after about I don't know 8 9 years, maybe longer than that.
They were talking something about last winter the mountains had quite a bit of snow. So they said, whoever figures this stuff out. They either need to eat a good meal or drink something strong because sitting there worrying about what water is and stuff. It turned out that whatever fell into Lake Mead is just dissipating already.
Yeah, Jimmy, we welcome showers around here, but it seems like the spigot's either full on or full off.
Where's Jimmy from now?
Jimmy's in oh gosh, I want to say South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, right.
I
You're
don't
right.
think it's North Carolina. I think
Yeah.
it's South Carolina.
I watched a couple of his videos the other day.
He's got some good stuff out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Other than that, I mean, and I feel bad for these poor guys that are out working on the roads and this and that. You know, and even the landscapers that come in here. Jesus, crying out loud! I mean, they got. I don't know how they would do it. Why not work at night? You know.
Well, I mean, well, I mean, ever since I've been in Texas, I've worked in, uninsulated metal buildings
Yeah.
for most of the time I was here. And so I can sympathize with my guys in the back. I'll go back there and tell them, stay hydrated and just, don't take a break when you need it.
Yeah.
It starts getting that hot outside at that building, or, you're about 10, 15 degrees difference.
Yeah. Is your business dropped off, Grumpus?
Yes.
What?
We've gotten really slow. We got hammered. It was slow to start the year. And then it seemed like about a month there, we got hammered with orders. And now it's got slow again. I've got a few orders, but it's all little stuff that, knocks things back as far as knocking them out. I mean, we can get them out pretty quick. So it's not something that you can say, okay, we got enough work for next week. We're kind of going order to order.
Yeah. Even back in the day, I mean, in the kitchen, I mean, it was hotter than hell. And to keep the guys, would slow down a little bit, let them go get something to drink, whatever, and come back in again. But out here, I don't know how they do it. I mean, it is just brutal. I mean, you go out and take a break, go outside. It's hotter outside than it is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I mean?
thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah. Hey, Jen.
Good
Nice
to
to
see
see
you, Jen.
Yeah.
Welcome. Come on up if you want.
I don't know. Got any plans for the week?
Well, tomorrow I had, plans and actual action is two different things. I plan on going out and trimming some overgrown hedges and stuff. I've got my wireless or my cordless sawzall charged up. But, if it's as hot as it was today, that may have to wait for another weekend.
That's it. Yeah, don't push yourself with that kind
It
of
ain't
stuff.
going nowhere.
No. No.
What they had done, my neighbors moved out on the other side, and I mean they from what I understand, they wrecked that house. They were renters. They wrecked that house and had a big pile of crap out in the driveway for a couple of weeks. And some guys came in first part of the week, painting, fixing trim. They had a whole crew out back cutting branches and that kind of stuff. Well, they kind of hacked on my hedge a little bit, not knowing it was mine. So they just hacked it. So now I got to go out and straighten it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable.
But they had one tree in the back. He's back there trimming it. I told him I just hung myself over the fence. I said, I'll give you $100. You knock that tree completely down. Oh, no, I'll get in trouble. You may be in trouble, but you have $100 in your pocket.
That's it. Yeah.
I
$100.
could not get him to do it.
$100 worth of trouble. Nothing like it.
But it's right in the corner of the yard. It's about a foot on each each end of the, and it just hangs over and rubs on my greenhouse roof and all that kind of stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've climbed that roof and cut branches off.
Yeah. I mean, it just it's some things that aggravate the living hell out of you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then and just like the lady next to me with the freaking pigeons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, she hadn't fed them since I blew up with management. Okay. So the what do you call it? The maintenance guy come by and he says, "How's things going?" And he's pointing over there to her.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, we got to stop feeding the pigeons now. If I can get the mother to stop feeding the daughter, we'll be better." She- That's we'll be much better. And and even with like the landscapers that come through. Now it's been hot. Now I
Yeah.
totally get it, but they don't cut. There's no grass here no more. So all they do is have them blowing leaves. And I got to tell you, Grumpus, there's a couple trees out here. It's been so hot the past month. All right, it looks like fall.
Mm.
The leaves are just dying off this tree. So I said, any way you can cut that down? I said, it's not not a shade tree. By all means. He said, what we have to do that, unless it gets knocked over or something.
Right.
He says the paperwork we've got to fill out for the company to take a tree out now. It's crazy.
Ain't that something?
I suppose I'm about sick and tired of all that crap.
Well, I mean, I've got a whole back corner of my property has all the neighbors' trees hanging over the fence, hanging over my greenhouse. I got one branch hangs all the way over, almost touching my house.
Boy.
And I told Vicky, I said, I'm going to catch them out in that backyard someday, and I'm just going to tell them I need to cut that branch off before it breaks off.
Yeah, exactly. Cause more damage. Unbelievable.
I mean, if it tears my arbor up, or I
Yeah,
don't know what homeowners is going to cover as far as greenhouse and all that kind of stuff. So I'm stuck fixing all that stuff.
exactly. And any expense. So have you cooked anything this week?
I cooked supper tonight.
Whoa. Did you film it?
I mean, we eat every night, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about did you film it?
No, I did not. I did not.
It seems like this week, every time I set the camera up, just stuff went crazy. Just went.
Yeah.
So I said, well, take a little bit.
So what lights did you end up buying?
I bought a pack, a dual pack that come with a little stand. Okay.
Okay, the little LED.
Yeah, but they're 8 inch.
Yeah,
They're eight by 6. They are.
I think that's what I've got. You probably got the same thing I got, Tom.
But you gotta they're wired, so you gotta.
Yeah, so
So
are mine.
so I set it up, and obviously they don't send out the plug anymore. So the one plug that I did set up, hey, they just what's up? And the thing started heating up and shut off. I said, after all that aggravation,
Yeah, yeah.
Marie turned around and went in the bedroom to read a book. Or put headphones on. But what I did was I ordered, again, I ordered two power packs to go with it. So I can just plug them in and move them anyway. So my purpose is probably going to fix them into the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I can get backlight on me, so I can shut the fluorescent light off altogether.
Yeah.
And I did some testing with it and stuff like that. It looks pretty good. It looks better than what it did, but
So the power pack that makes it cordless.
yeah, I just
Okay.
take I'll get it to the back of it, back of the lights, and just plug it in that way, and
Okay.
I can run it up to 2 hours, I guess, on full brightness.
Yeah.
So. And then I started getting once I started brainstorming and said maybe I take these smaller lights that I have here and bring them out there. And Marie went, I think your blood pressure's a little too high to be playing games right now. I said, can you imagine if I was still drinking? She's, oh, please, dear God.
Well, I've got some of those, and they came on the little tripods,
Yeah.
and but I put them on arms. So I've got 3 of them on this arm, and I got 2 of them on this arm over here that are shining on the green screen. And then one of them I've got as a hair highlight at a head,
Yeah.
right behind me. But they do good.
Yeah, it was two for, I think they were like $36, but I got
Yeah,
it, but I
yeah,
got
they
it,
weren't expensive.
yeah, but I got them for $26 and next day shipping.
Okay.
But then that got goofed up and everything like that. And like I said to my wife, I said, I guess part of getting old is I blew up about it, but I step out of the circle and say, you're
Yeah.
yelling and screaming about something you can't control.
It's not going to get here any quicker.
Exactly. My
Amazon don't care if my blood pressure goes up.
yeah. No, as long as it don't wind up in peanuts, I'm good. You know.
I mean, I probably do I probably do 80% of my purchasing through Amazon anymore. And, I was always one of those guys. I want to go to the store. I want to see it. I want to touch it, things like that. The stores complain, Best Buy complains, even Home Depot complains, because if people buying everything on Amazon.
Right.
But if you go to the store, they don't have anything.
Yeah.
I was in, I can't tell you how many times I've been in Best Buy, and they said, "Well, we can order it for you, and have it here by the end of the week." I said, "I can order it on Amazon, and have it here tomorrow."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Exactly.
don't have to make a double trip to the store. Now, Tom, I said, if you had stuff on the shelf, I would be walking out the door with it. I'm already here. I gave you first right of refusal. Don't complain when people are buying it somewhere else when you can't be bothered to have it on the shelf.
Yeah. There's a
If you can
Target.
order it for me, you can order it for stock.
Yeah. There's a Target right down the road from me. Okay, that I used to go to all the time, and that was
Hmm.
part of the problem. You go in there, and half the stuff they didn't have. So, and or they would have like a Koski, I guess, whatever, like a tablet that you could order
Yeah.
it and come back
Yeah.
to. So I don't need to go through this
And
aggravation. I
come
just go
back and get it. I don't need to make 2 trips to the store.
right, exactly. So yeah, I mean, but all in all, I mean, I'm bitching and complaining about Amazon. All in all, I can count them on one hand how many times I had problems with stuff.
Yeah. Well, since I started using their locker, that's the sweetest thing I ever. I can just go pick it up at the locker at my convenience.
Right.
The only issues I usually have with Amazon is if it's something too big to go in the locker, then I have it delivered at work.
Yeah.
We,
Okay.
and on my address it says Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. And I
Okay.
cannot tell you, Tom, how many times I've got a notice on my phone at 8 o'clock at night. Package was unable to be delivered because they went to a business with a gate locked and couldn't understand nobody was there to receive a package.
Yeah. I mean, well,
And it says on the label.
yeah. I mean, even going back to with the insurance company, okay, with the medications,
Huh?
they cannot get it in their head that being this company shut down what I was using, and now I got to go jump through hoops I do to find out what I can replace it with. And here was the kicker, all right? The stuff they replace it with, okay, temporarily until I can get the other stuff back again. Guess who makes that stuff that they replaced it with? The same company that shut the other one down.
Well, we went full circle. It took
Yeah, it's
3 hours. We went full
one
circle.
of these deals, just it's amazing. It is freaking amazing that you jump through the hoops and stuff like that. And I'm pretty savvy as far as operating with the computer, and I understand. There's some little glitches here and there, or whatever, or
Yeah,
mis-
things
mis-
happen.
miscommunications and stuff. But when you're directly talking to the people, okay, and they don't get it, you know,
No.
one lady in my insurance company said, and Humana is what I have, and one lady could not pronounce. Oh, she said, no, here it is. Yeah, I found it, but it comes in pill form. I said, no, it doesn't. Okay, that's another prescription that I have. Oh, I thought it was what. Oh, I said, whoa,
I don't want to talk to you no more.
yeah, whoa. If you got anything to do with medicine, you better go find it something at a pet store or something. Unbelievable. But I don't know.
Well, I got to try to get hold of my cardiologist this week. trying to get some surgery scheduled, and they want me to stop the blood thinners and one of the other pills. And I told them, I said, unless I can get the cardiologist a blessing on that, this is a no go.
Yeah. What are you gonna have done?
A little surgery on my neck. They found a little thing in my neck. They need.
So my daughter's going through that right now.
I asked her. I said, "What? You know, I don't affect my vocal cords or anything like that, will it?" She said, "No, it shouldn't. It's there close, but you know, everything should be okay." I said, "Well, you know, I'm old, but I still got a lot to say."
Yeah. Yeah. I
No, we're in the preliminary stuff right now. I kind of got the toe in the water. And see, the one good thing I have going, and I did this on purpose. Every single one of my doctors is in the same building,
Ooh, there
in
you
the
go.
same plan group. So I don't have to remember what anybody said. All they got when they pull up my chart, they see everybody's stuff.
Okay. Yeah, it's smart.
So I don't have to remember the medications and what they do and all that crap. It's right there for them to see.
I had the PA that works with my doctor. I guess he was seeing patients, whatever, and she was relaying messages back and forth to him about. Well, I said, Here's the problem. I'm seeing results with this medications, that the insulin and the other stuff that you got me doing.
Uh huh.
Okay, I said now I was a pighead to start with, but I'm seeing results. Now I'm almost 2 weeks without using this insulin, and everything's starting to go back up again, putting me back to square one.
Right.
Okay, I said, and he was talking about it could wind up with high blood sugars that long, wind up with stroke. I said, when he said stroke, it got my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I said, now I want you to go in and grab him by his shirt. I want you to get his attention. I need this shit taken care of right now.
Yeah.
She was, she must have called me 4 times. I just got done talking to him. They sent another one up, blah blah blah, and then they sent the wrong prescription. It wasn't worded right or something. And I said, "You have got to be kidding me!
Yep.
You got to be kidding me!" So I don't know.
I've got one medication that CVS about every other time they don't have it in stock.
I mean, come on.
And I told him I said look, you won't give me the refill until I'm down to the last 4 or 5 tablets. I said then you go to refill it and tell me I'm gonna have to wait a week to 10 days for the medicine to come in. I said, why can't you refill this a week to 10 days before I run out? I said, I've got one pill left for tomorrow. And now you're telling me, well,
I,
we could call around and see if somebody else has it. I said, that sounded like a really good deal to me.
yeah, I had the one lady said, it's not ready yet. I said, you said it was. Here I am.
Yeah,
I said,
on my phone.
I said, "Why don't you look out that window a little bit over there? See that gas station right there? Okay, gas is $5.39 a gallon. Okay, by me running back and forth from my house to here because you're not ready. When you send me a message saying that it's ready for
Right.
pickup, here it is, right here. Look at it, and they look at you, Grumpus, and I can see them. I can see them just gaze, and they're picturing me going, "Get off my lawn."
I've had to do that too. And I told them, I tell you what, I'll just wait. Oh
Yeah,
no, we can't get to it that fast. I says, how long? I said, there's 8 of yous back there. How long does it take to count to 30?
right.
But that's what I need is 30 tablets. I said, there's 8 of you back there. If each one of you take 2, it won't take very long.
You know what we
I
got to
said,
do?
I'll be waiting right over here.
You know what we got to do, Grumpus? We got to rename this instead of Grumpus After Dark. Get off my lawn after dark.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff, I mean, I guess my patience for stupidity is I just don't have it anymore. But when they say stupid stuff, I mean, the last time I told her, I said, I'm going to wait. And she said, well, it might be an hour. I said, that's fine with me, but you might want to get me out of the store in 30 minutes.
Unbelievable. just like ladies, my neighbor, she says to me, "Hey Tom," she says they have some good prices over at Vaughn's right now with beef. Okay, 30% off. I,
Oh,
s- I said, "Wow, 30% off what? Did you know the price before? That it
yeah,
was
yeah.
30% off?" She looked at me. She's, "Boy, you're a killjoy." I mean,
She
come
just
on.
she just came home with meat and was real proud of herself.
Yeah, 30% off. I said, "That's ridiculous." Even with 30% off, I still wouldn't pay that 30% off. And she just, you son of a bitch. But yeah, I mean, it's all around us. I mean, we keep saying, well, back then, back then. I remember. In fact, I just did a thing for. I started making the show, okay, for my channel, and it seems to be working out all right. And it was sort of sent to me by YouTube to try to do it, blah blah. So the main purpose of it is to take 3 or 4 of your videos and put it together as a show, so people can sit down and watch long form.
Hey,
So,
Jen.
hey Jen. So my wife just brought me in some water. I wanted a scotch. Yeah, she's looking at me. You're nuts too. You weren't here when you're bald.
You wanted hard water.
Yeah, unbelievable. So anyway, long story short, making things with chicken. Okay, different things with chicken is I'm doing different meats and everything. And back in the restaurant, Grumpus, we used to get chicken to full breast. Okay, and then we would bring them in, break them down. There's always some fat on them or whatever. We had one guy just flatten them out, pound them out, and we would make like like a chicken fried steak type of thing,
Yeah, yeah,
something like that. And we flip them over and take the tenders off, and that would be for kids before chicken tenders became a thing. So we would make, in the kids menu,
yeah.
smaller pieces of chicken. Now, now you get half of half a full breast. Count the next time you go to the store. Count how many's in the package. There's 5. 2 full breasts and a half. Come on.
Poor lopsided chicken.
Yeah. Hey, you wanna go out?
I've been watching a lot of videos these guys doing chuck roast instead of brisket. And I mean chuck roast around here is twice the price of brisket.
Yeah, same out here.
So I don't understand what they're
Uh,
doing.
well,
Ah, shit, here's trouble. All
we got
right, let me apologize ahead of time. Let's welcome my good friend Dash.
Oh man, what's up?
Mr. Dash. What's cooking, brother?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Good, good,
What's
good, good.
going on, Dash?
Oh man, I don't even know why I'm up this late,
That's
but
what
I
I was
was
just thinking. Why are you up so late?
so I feel like I was up and I'm sitting here and I'm getting ready to lay down, but I said, oh, I have all these notifications on YouTube. Let me just open up YouTube and then I see Grumpus's. I'm like, oh wait, it's Saturday.
I saw
I,
Jimmy in here earlier.
oh yeah, oh wow, look, yeah. I don't know what I'm
Tom, you
doing.
and Dash know each other, right?
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am. Trust me. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. So you guys have a good evening.
Well,
I was I was.
what Tom? It's a theme night. Dash.
Uh
So
oh.
Chris
What's
was
the?
here earlier. He said
Okay.
he was trying to go to sleep, so he's just going to lay the phone down and listen to us until we put him to sleep.
I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm gonna change my name to NyQuil.
hey. Well, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I'm probably going to. I'm just. I don't know. I'm gonna put my phone down and I'm just putting it down. I need to turn it off. But like I said, I was sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm on Instagram because I haven't been on my phone like really all week long.
Uh-huh.
So I was sitting here on Instagram, and then I really was like, let me, boom. And I was like, oh, man, Grunt, you know what? Let me at least say hi, because I haven't
I'm
seen you in
glad
a
you
hot
did.
minute. So,
Awesome.
well, you guys have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy.
Thanks
Um,
for popping in. I appreciate
yeah,
it, man.
yeah, no problem, no problem. So
What?
take care,
Okay.
All right.
Tom. See you later.
Take care,
Hug the
Dish.
missus
Bye
for me.
bye.
We'll see you later.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye bye.
And check him out Wednesday, right? He does
Yes,
Wednesday?
indeed. Yep,
Every
I look.
Wednesday night.
I look. I hadn't pressed the button every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's probably 8 p.m. your time.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yep,
don't know
six,
what it is. Tom's time. It's eight. It's eight
six,
for me.
six.
Oh, I didn't realize you were on the West Coast. I thought you were further.
Tom's
No.
in Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That'd be 6 your time.
Yep. Wow.
Here we
Well,
go.
Where's
Where's
Laura when
Laura
you
when we
need
need
her?
her?
pretty cool.
Right on cue. Hey, you guys have a good one. I'm leaving for real. All right.
We'll
Bye
see you,
bye.
man.
Okay, Dish.
Yeah.
Thanks for popping up.
I love it. I love it. So getting back to the chicken, like I said, five in the pack. I mean, come on, unbelievable. So my point was, hey
Hey,
Marcel,
Marcel.
come on up. So my point was, you said Chuck.
Yeah.
People are doing a lot. So that would be like I'm going to make chicken franchise, but I'm going to use duck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's two different cuts of meat, totally
Well,
different cuts.
the only I guess it's because even though the chuck is almost twice the price, you're not buying the pounds that you're buying with brisket.
Yeah.
So I guess it's cheaper for the piece. So I guess that's why they're doing it. I've never done one.
Yeah, I use chuck all the time, and I'll cut it up. Now I'm using it for steaks. I like the cap on it. I like the Denver cut and all that stuff like
Yeah.
that. I've been doing that, but I'm being that I know people are struggling to pay for it, basically. So I seen a brisket the other day. It was, I didn't look at how many pounds it was in the center. All I
Yeah.
do is just look at the sticker shock. Okay, it
Yeah.
was $128. Come on, no, that's ridiculous.
Even select is going around 4.29 a
Yeah.
pound.
So
And
the
I
one,
used to buy prime for like $3.99.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's just I guess they might catch. I put a short up the other day where I caught two chuck roasts together. Okay, and the price was $11 and change, I think it was. And no, I'm sorry, it was 20 some dollars. The original price of it was $40, 8.99 a pound.
Hmm.
So I mean, but I took them up and I butchered them up and everything like that. So I don't know. It's crazy. It really is crazy.
Well, we just do what we can do and try to be more creative on our dishes. So
I'm not going to become a vegan, so
no, I'm not either. I may
I'll eat.
be, I may be, I may be putting up a squirrel stand in the backyard, but
Ain't nothing wrong with squirrel either. That's the other.
and squirrels, you bend them just right, they'll fit in a crock pot.
Yes, they
Two
will.
of them will.
Yep. Take them little fingers off. Take the smile out their face. They're good to go.
Yeah.
You can even make a hat out of the tail.
I mean, the squirrels all taste good around here because they're eating up all my bird seeds. I know what they're eating.
We used to hunt squirrels all the time. Me and a good friend of mine, he's dead now. We used to go, and actually, we were actually on the side of it like a hill, and all these
Uh-huh.
big tall oaks, and you'd see the nest. We would never disturb the nest, but we would wait for them to come out. Man, he'd go over and tap on the tree itself, and they would come out. We had a 410. All right, take
Yep,
them down.
yep.
One day we got 30 of them.
Wow.
Okay, and
That's worse than cleaning a burlap sack full of crappie.
yeah, but I tell you what, a jug of bourbon helped. We took one, and he actually had an acorn in his mouth. I said, "Look at this, pre-marinated."
I haven't had any squirrel in a long time.
And that's the other thing, Grumpus. I mean,
Squirrel and rabbit, that was my two favorites.
yeah, I
Still
mean,
are.
wild game. You can't find it. I get a friend of mine, he's an Italian. He's from the other side. He's a chef, and we get talking every once in a while. In fact, I haven't heard from him in a while, but we get talking about it, and he says that's one thing I don't understand about America. He says you get certain places that you go hunting, but you got to get a license to hunt. I says, yeah, it's all about the money.
Oh yeah, everybody's going wanting a piece of the pie.
He said we would go and even just a snare or something like that and a rabbit, cacciatore. That's the word cacciatore means hunter. And you would go out. And I said that's why I says when you see somebody in a crock pot with broccoli in it, okay, that's called poor hunter, and their name is vegan in English.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I used to come home because this was up north. In the wintertime, that's when rabbit season was in. I'd come home after work, and I was sitting on where I was living. There was probably an acre behind me, but you get a fresh bed of snow laid down. I'd go back there at 11 o'clock by the moonlight with a little pellet rifle, and I'd get me one or two rabbits,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I mean,
that's what we would have that week.
nothing like it. I mean, but then you talk to like nowadays people, ooh, even with lamb. I mean, how many people don't like lamb? It's
I don't
amazing.
get it.
It's amazing to me. I mean, so
Well,
I
if
mean,
they all liked it, the price would be higher. I don't think lamb can get any higher.
I seen the other day for a small leg, mostly old bone,
Yeah.
real small, and it was almost $50.
Well, the little racks. They got what, 2 bites on the bone?
Yeah,
Those are going for $24.99 a pound.
me and Marie used to. I mean, that's was another thing we did in the restaurant was rack of lamb. Uh, you know, just you don't see it no more. You just don't.
You don't see it in restaurants very much.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. And they're even getting smarter now because now I did a video a week or two ago, I think. I made pork tenderloin, okay, and shrimp. So I called it shrimp and oink instead of surf and turf. And by the way, Andrew from Grill Sergeant,
Yeah.
I seen he posted one today, and his was surf and squeal. But that's the alternatives. That's where everybody's heading, you know. So
Yeah, I've been watching him. He's putting him up a new outdoor kitchen studio type thing.
yeah, he did a nice job on it.
So
Yeah. Andrew's a good guy. He's
yeah, I've met him and his wife a couple of times. They're straight up
yeah.
good
Yeah.
people.
But I don't know how everybody's doing. I mean, as far as trying to put videos out, making stuff. You know what I mean? I seen CJ today. What do you call it? Mama and Papa Joe barbecue.
Yeah.
He did a tri-tip. I said, you better leave them tri-tips alone. You better leave them out west here. Don't be bringing them into Texas. But he did a good job on it. Right? But I don't know.
I need to get out and just do a video.
Yeah, I think so.
I've got a couple other things I need to post, but I need to do a cook.
Pit Life Barbecue podcast.
Hey, how you doing?
Johnny, ain't it?
Yeah, Johnny. He's in
New Hampshire.
Hampshire. That's right.
New Hampshire.
He's another fun guy to hang out with.
I watch him on Facebook. So, I don't know. Marcel put out a couple videos. I can't watch them. I mean, because my blood sugar goes through the roof. That's amazing. There's a lot of different. Everybody's moaning and complaining about losing viewers and this and that. And I've been following this one guy, Ritchie, I think his name is. he was a content creator, and now he became a he works for YouTube, and he puts these different things up about you know what people are saying. You know, I put up a short, it got 1,000 views, and then
Yeah.
just drops off and stuff. So he had another guy on there talking about what happened with that. And to me, it's all to me it's all bullcrap. You know what I mean? What they say, but just listening to how they try to circumvent the circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but he said they are trying to maneuver this more towards the TV than anything else. So, who knows? Who knows?
Oh, looky here. He's out getting fancy.
Currently in Covington, Rhode Island. Wow.
So are you just there or are you a participant?
Are you competing? Grumpus, we got nobody on YouTube?
Got 12 people.
Mine's showing up 0.
There should be a counter up at the top left corner.
Yeah, it says 0. On
Well,
my
let me
end,
hit-
anyway.
Let me hit refresh because I'm showing 12. Well, now I'm showing 10.
Son of a bitch, I chased 2 away.
Now we're back to 12.
No, it's still not coming up. That's funny.
Well, 2 of them fell asleep.
Yeah, that's right. I'm NyQuil and you're Tylenol PM. We should put some lullaby music behind us.
Well, put me some elevator music on. Everybody be falling asleep.
Boy, how things have changed. Holy crap. It'd be yahooing it up. Too funny.
But no, I've got some stuff I need to post. I want to post, but I think, it's been a while. I need to do some kind of a cook. I just hate to do brisket again. you know.
Hey, brisket's becoming far and few between, man.
So I mean, I've done several briskets. Marcel says she sees 11. Yep, that's what I see.
I got 0 on my side. That's par for the course. Something's wrong. I'll have to call YouTube and yell and scream today.
5th place chef's choice and 4th in dessert.
Nice. Nice.
Good to see somebody taking this stuff serious.
That's what it's all about. I mean, and the thing that always got me was pig gets into big 4 meat. Well,
So he gonna be cooking all night.
yeah. I was talking to somebody not too long ago about it, and they said, them barbecue guys, they just start the fire, put meat on, and go inside and get drunk, and then they come out and or whatever. That's man, you're dead wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that was true. It'd be a lot more fun.
That's where you are just so dead wrong. I said, and that's the problem. Okay, try to do that. Try to get it right.
Yeah.
You're spending good money on stuff. Just the fire's got to be right. How your pit is operating, all that different stuff. I said it's not easy. I said so if you're gonna think that way, then you have no business watching or even commenting on anybody's videos because you have
Get out there in 99-degree weather and light up a fire and sit next to it.
Yeah.
Texas Food Collab.
Wait. We'll see, Marcel. Here's the difference right now. What I could do, okay? Did you ever read that book, A Tale of Two Cities? Well, I can be a tale of 2 collabs. Okay. Don't forget, I still got the Sunday dinner, chef.
She want me to do a dessert.
Well, I tell you, she got some good stuff though.
Oh, she does. But she ain't had a good brisket pudding until she's had mine.
That's hysterical. That is hysterical. Yeah, I mean, just watching all these different. You know what? I like to watch the guys that are just starting out, just
Yeah.
just starting to post videos. I mean, come on. I mean, you can see their heart, their passions in it. You know what I mean? Trying to do the right thing and learn as you go. Man, that's funny. Christians are
That ain't no lie. $300. I hope you're joking.
You know what? He's right though. You stop and think about this, okay? Back in the day, in a restaurant, I would get three 109 prime ribs, okay, in a box, and each box was $300. Okay, now you can't get a 109 close to $290 for one.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Now, didn't you do most of your corned beef, or how did you do your briskets in the restaurant?
I did. I made them two. Well, actually, would make the corned beef, and that was basically for lunchtime. So I would do them, had them all going throughout the week. But then I would also do it because we had a lot of Jewish clientele. So I would also would braise them, oven roast them and braise them,
Okay.
and
Okay.
slice them that way. We would do it that way also. But after a while, I mean, even it was still dirt cheap back then. Even ribeyes were dirt cheap, Grumpus. I mean, ribeyes because right smack dab in the middle of our business, that's when they started with all these red meat no good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna kill you. You're gonna drop. You eat that, you're gonna drop dead of a heart attack. I mean, that knocked us off completely. So, but and then also we had the same people that came in. I wish I met them right now. Half of them are probably pushing up daisies. Okay, so, hey, look at me now, you piece of junk. But
Snake River Farms Wagyu. Wow.
290. Wow. Well. Boy, things have changed. Well, good. We used to call them back in the day. They were fatty cut of meat.
Yeah. Yeah. Now everybody wants them.
There's another guy I was talking to. He said, I wanted to get a whole big thing of wagyu. I said, be careful with that. I said, you're not going to eat it. You're not going to eat it all. I said, it will fill you up.
Heard it's so rich. That's like you buy one steak and share it with six people. Everybody just wants a taste.
Get a little piece. There's a Japanese steakhouse here. Not that far from my house. You'd go in there and you'd order, the wagyu and stuff, and they'd come out with just a little bit. You'd hear people saying, "Wow, what are you kidding me? Can't get through it."
Yeah.
You just can't get through it. But I don't know. Well, good luck there
Yeah.
with his competition.
Good luck, Johnny.
Hope he's filming it.
For Marcel, for what it cost, I would put on a nice dress too.
I would like a nice dress to eat a few slices of that. I'd even throw in some stilettos. That's too funny. I don't get the play on it. I mean, there's the pros and cons about the ranchers and stuff like that. I don't get the greed of it. I think basically our meat is getting bigger prices overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Than they actually can get here. So they just sort of like I just said.
It created a shortage.
Yeah, exactly. Like that lady when she said, 30% off the beef. What was the original price? What are you talking about? It might have been 60% higher. I don't know. I don't know.
So I haven't. Have you talked to Charlotte?
Not at all.
I have. Last time I talked to Charlotte was the Saturday night before the 4th.
Right.
So that's been, what is today, 26? That's been almost a month.
So I haven't noticed her that she's been up on her channel on during the week either.
She hadn't been doing lives through the week.
I haven't seen any.
Hmm.
I could be wrong, but I was
Well, I
too
usually get a notification. I hadn't seen any notifications.
I was too busy arguing
I
with
hope
people on the phone.
I hope everything's all right at the house.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I don't think I pissed nobody off.
I don't know if they got some. I talked to her last week. Okay.
Okay, is she doing all right? She
There
might
again.
be having teenager problems.
Yeah, and yeah, there again. You know, you don't want. I don't want to invade of what's going on. So,
Well, I don't either.
oh, she's rethinking her decision for a channel. I get it. It will happen to people. It will
Yeah,
happen to
well,
me.
if she's
Yeah.
wanting, maybe her interest is just changing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I mean, lucky for us, we never have a topic.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about shoot from the hip. I try to shoot from the hip, my pants fall down. I was going to go live last week. No, yesterday. I was going to go live yesterday. I was so freaking mad with everything that was going on. I said, who wants to hear some grumpy old bastard on
Save it for Saturday night.
bingo? That's too funny. I don't know.
Well, I went out tonight, fired up the gas grill, and set the thing on fire. I had done some pork steaks, maybe a week ago, and I had forgot. I did them pretty low and slow, and I'd forgot how much grease dripped off them things. I cranked that thing up to preheat it. Went in, got my meat, come out. I mean, it was just black smoke rolling. I opened it up. Pinky said, "Put out. What are you going to do?" I said, "It'll burn out."
It'll be fine. We're going to get a little smoke action on this.
The soffit of the house may be a little darker, but
Well, that's what I've been. I mean, it's been so hot here. I mean, like,
Yeah.
ridiculous. Okay, so them people sent me that air fryer. It's got a pretty good basket. I think it's 8 quart. I think it is.
uh-huh.
And so what I did was I had some pork steaks that I cut. Matter of fact, on the package it said 4th of July. So that's when I packed them up,
Yeah.
vacuum sealed. So I had 3 of them in a pack. Take them out because anymore it's getting to be the point where what are we going to eat? And I get busy doing something else, and I don't take nothing out of the freezer. Blah blah blah.
I hear you.
So I took these things out, and I said to Marie, just put them in water and put them outside for 10 minutes. They're ready to go. 110 degrees. I got a preheated oven outside. But I made these pork steaks in the air fryer.
Okay. How'd they come out?
Perfect. But here's the thing: when everybody, I think, I could be dead wrong with this, but everybody uses them presets. So if they see the logo of the chicken,
No, I
Okay.
never use that stuff.
and they hit that 400 degrees, the next thing you know, you got everything's burnt. I watched a lady. She went through all this preparation, music playing. She had a little bikini top on, and she's going to cook in her air fryer. And at the end of the video, they showed it real quick because everything was burnt. So I back off it, and I cooked them low and slow for almost 2.5 hours in the air fryer. Cooked them
Okay.
at 200 degrees, and then at the end, I fired it up just to caramelize them up a little bit. And I tell you
Uh-huh.
what, Grumpus, they were fantastic. They were really good.
Yeah. I mean, I was outside all day already, so I was all sweaty and dirty and everything. So I didn't want to heat up the kitchen. So I just fired the gas grill up. And now I did use my air fryer. I think it was Wednesday. I did some stuffed portobellos
Ooh.
in there that came out really nice. Because Vicky said, because I fuss at her all the time, turn the oven on. she said, you're going to start the oven for that? And I said, no, we got an air fryer I keep forgetting about.
Yep.
So we pulled that thing out. Man, them things just come out just great. So she's got a new favorite now.
So I went and I got portobello's 2 days ago. So we're already yelling and screaming on the phone
Yeah.
and everything like
Yeah.
that. I just sort of like forgot the whole thing. But what I'm doing is for the show that I'm putting up, I'm doing different segments with chicken. So this one that's coming up next week was with, showing the whole roasters and going through all that baloney. But tomorrow I'm cooking for the following week. But I'm making chicken marsala. But I'm using portobello mushrooms, and I'm going to cook the portobello mushrooms, and then I'm going to put the chicken inside the portobello mushroom,
Good. Nice.
and then finish finish it up, brown it up a little bit inside the air fryer. That's one thing we've had one when I was in Florida, and it was too small for the amount of people I was always
Right.
cook for. This one is perfect. You know what I mean?
I
I
think the
said,
one we got to probably do, I could probably do maybe 4 chicken quarters in it, leg quarters.
I
So
told
it's not
Marie,
huge, but it's plenty big enough for me and her. I just always forget I have it. I mean, it's on the counter. I clean it up and I take a dish towel and drape over it and just slide it back in the corner.
that's where mine
Well,
is.
before you know it, you've got utensils in front of it, and you got salt and peppers in front of it, and I just forget it's there. Every time I've used it, it's worked great.
I think I made Marie mad the other day. She said to me, "That thing works great." She says, "You don't even have to use the stove anymore." I said, "Yeah, the only problem with that is anything happened to either one of us, like you." I said, "The air fryer will be too big for me." Give me that look. I didn't mean it like that. So, we were talking about past couple days. I guess she could see the redness in my face arguing with people on the phone. And you hit that age when you start saying, "Well, what are you going to do? When you do go, what's your plans when you do go?"
Oh yeah,
I said, we laugh about it. I joke about it all the time. I said, but you're right. We got to look into something. What's going on? I think, you know what? I'm going to leave myself to science.
that's what I'm going to do.
Grumpus, and I got to tell you what, it's going to be a party. Holy crap! Look at the inside of this bird.
I have looked into it. I haven't signed the papers yet, but I have looked into it, and I've got an aunt and uncle that did it, and there's no expense.
Yeah.
From what I understand, they when it's time, they come out. You don't call the funeral home. You call them. They come out, pick you up, take you wherever they need to take you, and do whatever they need to do. And when they're done, everything that left gets burned up, and then they bring the ashes back to whoever wants them.
Yeah.
And it don't cost you anything.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to look into that because you know what? I feel a good winning streak coming up in the casino.
Well,
So
I just think I think it's a rotten shame. You probably do too. I get cremation flyers, I get funeral home flyers, plots flyers, every week. And even to be cremated, nothing fancy is what, $7,000-8,000, something like that.
yeah, well, I tell you what I told the
And
one guy.
I refuse to buy a piece of ground and stick a rock on top of it for people to come look at when they won't come and see me now.
Bingo, bingo. If I could turn around and they look at my old insides, old inners. Remember the movie Old Yeller?
Yep.
They call me Old Inner. I mean, if it can help somebody or whatever, I'm all for it. I'm for
Oh yeah.
that 100%.
Yeah, I've got no problem. I mean, I've done a lot of research studies while I'm alive.
Yeah.
But, I just don't want to leave a big debt behind that is totally unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the pin on that. But if I see somebody walking, pacing out in front of my house here,
Yeah.
I have to have a little chat with them.
You don't think he got on my tail here a while back?
Yeah.
She She said, "Oh, my new license came in," and she was looking at the back of them. She said, "You're not an organ donor?" I says, "No." She said, "Well, you need to sign the back of this." I said, "I don't need some paramedic at the side of the road looking at a parts list before he gets me the paddles. I take my chances."
I mean, get him to the hospital right away. I mean, that's one way of doing things. But in the same token, the science end of it, I think, would be a little bit more, a little bit more. Because I mean, how many people donate organs that are no good?
Right, right.
Okay, so I mean, it just don't make any sense. So,
I
but
mean,
they
when I'm gone, I'm gone. I really don't care.
exactly. Yeah, I won't feel a
I
thing. That's
just
for
don't
sure.
want to leave a big expense behind. If there's a way out of it,
I told that one guy that called me with cremation. I'm sure he has never thought about calling anybody again. I told him, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to Luther's over here. Okay. You're going to bank that fire real good. Stuff my Irish ass in there. Okay. All my friends and my family love barbecue. Okay. I want you to get ribs, brisket. Okay. Everything you can get to barbecue. Because I'm a big boy right here. I said, it's going to take a couple days. All right. And then when you get done with that, okay, we're going to enjoy it and you're not going to charge nobody a dime. He went like this click. That's a raving lunatic I just talked to. But it's the truth. Like you said, 7, 8 grand.
yeah,
I mean, and you're not the only one. Somebody standing there like that stoking a fire. Okay,
yeah.
it's just like cooking 10 briskets. Okay, it's, and hey, maybe we can start something, Grumpus. You get that? I got good butchering skills, or we can whack somebody up, put them on your smoker.
There you go. Be like, what was that movie? Steel Magnolias.
Yeah,
Isn't that the one where they cook the guy at the end?
yeah. And they were going, wonder
It's
where
the
he went.
best, is
Yeah, it's got some good tasting stuff here.
it?
It's a shame, but that how they price things out and they scare people. You know what I mean? Like well, you got to take this medication. If you don't take this medication, you wind up with a problem. I didn't take it for 2 weeks. What's the problem?
Well, I mean, the thing is, if flyers come in, they trying to make you feel guilty because you're being selfish by not thinking of your loved ones. And I'm thinking, you mean the ones that won't come see me?
Exactly. Exactly. Don't even nowadays they don't even want to talk to you on the phone. It's a text.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Come on
And
with the text.
I've told I don't know how many of my relatives. I said, if you can text, a phone number's only 9 digits
Here's the other
because
thing.
whatever you send me, all I read is I don't want to talk to you.
Exactly. I can even do that in braille. Here's the funny thing, Grumpus. They turn around, and now when you do either try to call your doctor's office or whoever,
Yeah.
they got to send you a code.
Yes.
Now the
I hate
code
that
now the code gets
two-step
sent.
verification crap.
My phone is so slow. Okay, by the time I got the code, the time ran out. We're going to give you 25 seconds
Oh yeah.
to put the code. And Marie says that's the thing that you were yelling at the most. Son of a bitch! Then they got to send another code. I mean,
Yep.
unbelievable.
Especially if it's email. Sometimes email slow.
Wow, unbelievable. But hey, get off my lawn. I don't know. We're trying to stay busy, even in the heat. Now, like I said, we got a swimming pool here and everything. But that's like that's going into a steam bath.
Tom, I have a thermometer in my koi pond, and the water's been running 91 and 92 degrees. I mean that's like a backyard full of soup almost.
Then they got the nerve to have a what do you call it? A whirlpool. What do they call them?
Uh, uh,
A jacuzzi.
yeah.
You're crazy.
Now the thing people don't think about is, the fish and the turtle stuff like that. All these things are cold blooded. So when it's cold, they don't hardly eat. But when it gets hot like this, You can feed them son of guns 3 and 4 times a day, and they act like they're starving because
Wow.
their metabolism is so ramped up. And that food ain't cheap.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like I said. I mean, now for the past 3 weeks, it's been over 105. Let's put it that every day.
Yeah,
Okay, so like them peppers on that plant, they were actually dripping. I couldn't believe it.
that's amazing.
Marie says, what do you want to do with them? I said, they're sun dried anyway. I says, bring them down, so I'll cook them.
Yeah,
Just like sun dried tomatoes. Right? I said, oh, maybe we should go get some plum tomatoes and put them out on a patio. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. You know, with the weather. I mean, you could say anything you want with it. I think it's the cycle and stuff like that. But it's getting worse and worse. It really is.
well, my own personal thoughts is, you know, the earth has its season. We have our seasons, and the earth and the universe has its season. And you talk about the ice age, you talk about
Yeah.
things are high. I mean, we're just going through that. Is what I think.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, this, I don't know, El Nino and all that stuff like that. I don't know that much about it for me to even talk about it. But now it's been hot. Now I've been here going on 7 years. And it's every summer it's hot. And we're in the
Yeah,
desert, no matter
yeah,
how you add it up. This year, last year and this year, it came too quick. And we had like no spring.
yeah. The seasons have been screwed up.
So I mean, all the rain and stuff like that. So obviously, coming off the coast here, we had thunderstorm yesterday. I know you hear thunder for the first time in 6 years. What? I think somebody's shooting.
Yeah,
Marie says, "Look at it! It's big raindrops hitting the sidewalk, and you can actually see the steam coming up."
I
So
mean, we've had so much rain. Like I told you earlier, Lake Travis has been down for 15, 20 years,
yeah,
and they're saying it's full from all the rain around Texas.
yeah, it is what it is. I mean, no matter where you would go, I mean, it's you still have the same stuff. I have a friend of mine I went to high school with. He sent me a text yesterday. Hey Tom, he says me and my wife were traveling across country. We're heading out to California, and then we're going to stay at my aunt's house, not that far from you. Would you like to get together? You know,
Yeah,
I said sure. I said, did somebody die in your family and left you a lot of money? I says, how you affording that gas? Traveling. He started laughing. He said, yeah. He says, no, he's got some kind of crazy car or whatever like that.
uh-huh.
But I said, wow, that takes a lot of nuts to drive across country, especially with the hurricanes and flooding.
Yeah. We'll be making the drive back to Indianapolis in September. That's about right at 1,000 miles.
Just going
But
back.
I told you I spent all that money on my car.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm averaging 28 and 29 miles to the gallon in town.
Wow. Boy, it just took it. I mean, that was worth it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure if I hit the open road, I can probably get up around 32, something
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, my car was real good coming out from Florida out here. I mean, we stopped whatever it took, but I mean, it's 10-gallon tank,
Yeah.
and you go for days with it. So now, here's why I don't care about the gas price. I don't really talk too much about it because I really don't care. All right. The last time I got gas was when the first increase was. Then it came down again. Okay, I had to get gas the other day, and now it's back up again. I got that hump different.
Yeah.
Should have been a different way.
You keep that gas so long, you're gonna need to put some stabilizer in it.
Yeah. And there again, I mean that there's nothing you can do about it. I mean it is what it is.
That's what I tell everybody. They say, "Well, how much did you pay?" I said, "I don't know. I didn't even look at the pump."
Yeah, it is what it is.
And because when it boils right down to it, the most expensive gas in town and the cheapest gas in town, on a fill up, you're talking $2, $3.
Yeah.
So I'm not losing any sleep over it.
exactly, exactly.
I'm not driving across town to save 2 cents on a gallon of gas.
Yeah, I told my wife, I says I'm going to get gas in the car. She says, "You're not going anywhere. What do you got to buy?" I said, "I like to keep a full tank." Okay. I said, and
Yeah.
I got a $20 bill in my pocket, either casino or the gas station. I said, so right now the gas station I need. Okay. I put $20 in it, fills me up, I'm done. Walk
Yeah.
away
Well,
from
I try to keep my tanks full just in case of a power outage or something like that. When I lose power, so does the gas station.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my neighbor, who actually she has a YouTube channel here also, and I found out she lived in the same building as me, around the corner. She's moving. She's moving to Arizona, and
Phoenix?
no, south of Peanuts. And she's leaving tomorrow. She had the truck there today, packing her up and stuff like that. And you could see she was really upset about it, you know. And I said to her, "You're moving into a better life." You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
get away from here. You'll be with family and blah blah blah. She said, she calls me Brother T. She said, "Brother T, you were like family to me. You and your wife were like family to me." She said, me and her would argue about things. Are you crazy? I'm taking her to the store every once in a while. I said, you wanted me to come. I'm paying you. I don't want your freaking money. You back and forth. She said, but family is family, but friends are really hard to come by.
Yep. Yep.
I said, whoa, look at that. And then, we said our goodbyes and stuff. She's actually the one. She come around. She come around screaming in from my balcony. You better get out here. You better get out here. I'm talking to you. She can see me sitting in the office. What the hell you want? Because I had mentioned on one of the lives or something that I was going to change my name from the keto cook to something else.
Uh huh.
Oh, you dare change your name? I mean, she read me the right. Okay, right, stop.
Well, I mean that's good to have people like it. That's the way I felt about my neighbors that left here a year or so ago. I always teased them. I said, if I never had kids, but if I'd have had any, you're the ones that I'd have wanted.
Yeah, yeah, good woman. She had her ways of doing things. She had a great channel. She did like prepping stuff, but she did all kinds of, she catering and stuff.
Uh huh.
Out of here. And then the kind of heart she had was that she would do all kinds of cooking in her house to make a video, just herself.
Yeah.
We could do it all this food. So she would feed the neighbors,
Yeah.
and some of the other people like that. So I said, wow, pretty cool. Pretty cool. What's
And
on your,
that kept her mind busy,
yeah,
kept herself active.
yep, sure was. I mean, I said, we ain't, I'm not changing my number because you left. I said, we'll talk, you know. I know, but that sort of took me back a little bit. You know what I mean? I said, "Wow, you really don't know how people react with you." You know?
Well, I mean, you make friends with people, you don't see it coming, and
Yeah, yeah.
it just happens.
So, but it is what it is. I said to Mary, "Where do you want to go?" I said, I'm looking like at maybe Bismarck, North Dakota. She said, yeah.
You can pay somebody to shovel your snow. I guess it'd be all right.
She cracked up laughing. She said, "Holy moly!" I said, "I don't know where." I said, "This is home. This is it." You know?
If I had to go anywhere, I would probably go Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hot in the summer. They get snow and stuff in the winter. They're a high elevation. But I've told Vicky before. I said that's probably one of the only places on this planet that could pry me out of Houston.
Yeah. Did you watch Al? He goes around and talks to all the Texas barbecue guys and stuff. Al Weisselberg, I think. His
Used
one,
to have the red hair.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
eat more vegans.
Yes, but now
Yeah,
he's I think he changed it now because he's doing these interviews
yeah.
stuff. I just watched the interview that he did a guy from Argentina. Now I've seen this guy around. All right, this guy actually was the one who sort of invented frogging of the chicken or turkey.
Oh yeah,
Rather than spatchcocking it, okay,
yeah.
they frog it. So he does all Argentinian cooking. He does it on the open flame with the what do they call that? Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. Yeah.
Okay, with the, with lifting it up and down like that. He cooked a whole bunch of stuff on that thing, a couple different vegetables, and put the whole thing out. You want to hear this guy's story, how he took off. You should check that one out. Really great. And just the way the guy talked, and all of a sudden now he said he's famous. I mean, as far as he's from Texas, but he's from the hill country,
Uh huh.
up in the hill country. He said, I would never leave out of here. I don't care what happens. I would never get out of the hill country. When I was in Texas, that was my next move. I was going to move up to the hill country because it's beautiful up in.
Oh, it is. It is.
So, but if you get a chance, check that video out with him.
I will look that one up.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. No. What you got going this week, Mr. Grumpus?
Unfortunately, the same old stuff. I've got some. I've got one old I got one old customer that when I started 22 years ago, he was they were an old customer.
Wow.
And but it's corporate and that stuff like that. So we'd have them for a customer for a few years, and then they'd leave for a few years, find something cheaper, and then they come back. They miss the service and that kind of stuff, and you know. So this is the third time he contacted me last week. They kind of went away for about a year and a half or so, and now they're wanting to get back again. So I got to reprice all their stuff all over again. So. I mean, I've had customers leave me for a quarter.
Really?
Yes, because you got some bean counter in an office someplace. He thinks it's cheaper to send a semi load from Pennsylvania to Houston than it is for a Houston location to buy him in Houston.
Yeah. Yeah, I can attest to that because even back in the restaurant, I would keep the prices the same, even though it would go up a little bit.
Looky here. Hey, Mona.
Hey Mona, how you doing? Nice to see you. And you know, we were getting lobsters probably like $1.65 a pound. So we would get pound and 3/4
Yeah.
up to 2 pounds. Okay, and then the prices started creeping back up again. A little over $2, 2.25, and I would still sell the lobster at the same price because we would jam pack. Grumpus, when I'm telling you, on a Friday night, okay, we would do close to 350 covers. Okay,
Wow.
Friday
That's
night,
busy.
and even midweek would be 200 covers. All right. Monday obviously was pretty slow and stuff like that, but that's when I would get all my orders back in by Wednesday. I'd start replenish everything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would always keep my prices at the same time until we could not do it no more.
Well, that's the way we do. I mean, some of these big corporations, they want to, they want prices, and they expect you to hold them for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, lumber prices is like a roller coaster. It's different every time you buy it. And don't even get me started on steel prices right now. And sometimes I have to remind my customers, they're working in steel. You know what steel prices are doing.
Yeah. Do you think it's because the building dropped off or?
So, well, I mean, some of the stuff's got tariffs, some of it don't have tariffs. Lumber, it depends on what part of the country it's coming from. Every time there's a disaster, there's a shortage on plywood and a shortage on this and shortage on that. So you try to hit an average in there that you can at least make $1 or $2 when it drops or when it goes up, and then hope you can hang in there long enough it goes like this. So
Yeah. I was always telling you about this one restaurant right up the road from me, the Tuscany Grill, Seafood and Grill.
Yeah.
Okay, Seafood and Steaks, Tuscany Grill is what it was called. Great place. These guys were all basically about the same age. They all worked together at one of the casinos. They went out on this venture and started this place, and I think it's 24, 25 years later.
Nice.
Okay, now they're another bunch of guys who kept the prices the same because they had a steady clientele coming in.
Hmm.
Got to the point now where they would raise prices maybe a buck. Okay, so like I would get a filet mignon, it would be $28 or $29, and we would go there and would wait until it hit like 32. Then I said it's not worth it,
Yeah.
not for an 8 ounce piece of beef that I can cook at home. I'd probably get
Yeah.
cheaper. Well, I'm talking to this guy, and he said, "Hey, have you been to the Tuscany?" I said, "No." I said, "I heard something's going on with it, whatever." They sold. They sold it to another guy. Has another one or two restaurants here, but they're going to keep it the same style,
Uh-huh.
Italian steakhouse. I said, "Wow, wow, wow." I'm at the store one day, and there's this one guy, Lou, walking through.
Bye bye, Jen. Have a good evening.
Take care, Jen. And I said, "Hey, Lou, what's going on?" He says, "Hey, he's my favorite customer. I don't think he remember my name. How you doing?" This and that. I says, "You got out, huh?" He said, and I told him, my name. And he said, "Tom, we got out just in time because we were going to start revamping the menu again." He said, "You know yourself, once you start doing that, you lose business." He says, "So, yep, they're going to close down probably for a month. They might reopen in September."
Mm.
I said, "Wow, wow, wow, look at that."
I mean,
So,
when your raw costs go up, you know, you're not running a hobby.
yeah. And
So even when you hate to, even when you know you're going to lose customers, you have to keep afloat.
when it turned around to where I seen, even in this one market that I go to, okay, nobody's there. There's no shoppers there. You might see one or two people straggling around getting stuff because it is also a half-assed restaurant supply type.
Okay.
People going in getting takeout dishes and whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as products go, I go there because I use heavy cream. So I get a half a gallon of heavy cream and it's $10. Okay, you get a small one for $7 in regular food store. Okay, so
Okay.
that to me works out well. Now, now we just bought eggs, and now they got an egg recall again. There's over a million and something cartons of eggs that they're recalling. Come on, guys, what the frig is
I
going
need to
on?
look into that. I just bought eggs last week.
Yep, you got to see where they come out of.
I mean, a dozen eggs around here will last almost a month.
Yeah, yeah. But even with the lettuce and stuff now, they had recall on that stuff. Okay, I mean that. I told Marie, I said, "Boy," I says, "the lady next door, she looks like she's constipated the way she's walking like this. She just give her a head of lettuce." Joking around and stuff. With that, I mean, all that stuff, you can kill somebody with that kind of crap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just have to cook the crap out of it in case there's crap in it.
Gee, we get the romaine lettuce, and I buy 6 heads in a bag, and that started out when I first started getting it was $3.99. So
Okay.
that was a good price for like restaurants. Then it went up to $4.99. We went and got one the other day, and it was $7.99, $8. It's almost doubled in prices. So, what are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, over the 4th, we went to our friend's house and they wanted us to bring some coleslaw. Vicky makes pretty good coleslaw. I couldn't believe the price of a head of cabbage. I hadn't bought cabbage in probably 10 years. I almost dropped a bomb right there on the floor.
Every week I make fermented red onion.
Uh huh.
Okay, I like to put that on certain things and whatever. So I make it every week, and it stays for a week. So I paid a pretty good size of a Bermuda onion, only red. Okay,
Yeah.
I peeled it, and as I'm taking the skin off, my thumb feels like it's going to go through the side of it.
Uh,
And I didn't feel that before. I said, "You son of a, here we go." Okay, open it up, cut it, just put it on the mandolin and start slicing it. It was bad. Center out.
No.
That's why I got to change my ways, Grumpus, because I went, did you say to
Yeah,
me,
yeah. I mean, I don't need to put myself in a box over over a
an
head of
onion?
cabbage.
Yeah, exactly. So I just threw it out. I mean, but you can see why some people will flip, and then some people, I actually see, I know people here, they won't admit to it, okay, but you see people losing weight and stuff like that because they can't keep up with the food, so they're cutting back on stuff like that or medications, one of the two.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to get in that. I didn't want to get in that lane. That's why I try to watch what I'm doing. You know. She said,
Well,
you're doing good."
we just shop smarter and
Yeah.
cook more creative. That's all you can do. And we can gripe about the prices, but it ain't gonna change it.
Yeah. 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 I'm pretty fortunate here because everything's within 3 miles of where I live.
Yeah.
So
And you've lived here before. There's HEB on every corner.
yeah, exactly. I wish they had an HEB out here though. I really do. We got that Winco, but the meat it's got a lot of meat, a lot of different meats there and stuff like that. But that's where I would buy brisket. Like I said, I got a 7 pounder for $45, which to me was still a lot of money. That's what I used to pay for a full packer,
Yeah.
back then. But that's where I make my burgers and ground meat and stuff like that from. So I don't know.
Yeah. I was telling Vicky the other day I'm out of ground beef. I may have to go ahead and buy a brisket or two and just spend a Saturday and grind it all up.
You know what you need to do, Grumpus? You need to go take the stuff off the top of your freezer.
Yep.
And look in that freezer. I can
I
guarantee you,
heard that this week, Tom, and it wasn't from you.
and I can guarantee you're gonna hear brisket. I'm here, over here.
I know I've got a couple briskets in there.
They're good for grinding.
I got some briskets in there, and I know I've got some pork butts.
That's funny. But I'm the same way too. We're used to. I can remember growing up as a kid, and saying, "We're having rice again,"
Mm-hmm.
or "We're having meatloaf again,"
Yeah.
or stuff like that. So that's sort of. And then in the restaurant business, I always try to shop smart with buying stuff, to make a buck out of it.
Right.
But I don't know how the people doing it nowadays, with kids and stuff. Jesus.
Oh, I would hate to think I had a family of four I had to feed.
Unbelievable. Even tonight now, I watched these couple guys. They go down to Fremont Street. They got a band there and all these people watching around and make videos of it. They're live on there. Not a lot of people there. Not a lot of people.
Well, nobody has any money. It's
Yeah.
all going to the grocery store. Now we have not. We went Friday night. We went to the store to buy, stock the pantry and stuff like that because I had not been to the grocery store just to build up a supply in probably 3 or 4 months, Tom.
Wow.
If I needed green beans or corn or something like that, I'd run by after work and pick up 2 cans and take it and, do that. But I had Vicky go with me because she hadn't been to the store either. And she, every once in a while, you get, well, where's all of our money go? So we had a cart full and most of it was canned goods, pastas, stuff just to stock the shelves that I'd run empty.
I don't like you, Marcel.
And we got up there, and Vicky said, "How much you think is it going to be?" I said, "Well, what do you think it's going to be?" See, this probably going to be 260, 280. I said, "Well, it's going to be well over 3." Tom, it was 444, and it was one cart. Now we won't do that again for another two
Yeah,
or 3 months.
yeah,
And I told her, she said, well, how do people? Because I'll ask her on the way home, can you stop by and pick something up? Oh, I'm so tired. Blah 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 blah. She said, how do people afford this? I says, they don't buy it all at once.
right.
That's why you hear me complain when you get home. And I stopped at the store. And it cost me $20 just for a handful of this. It cost $50 for a bag and I carried to the car. If you buy it all, if you run out everything all at once, this is what happens. You can't do that.
Yeah, exactly right.
So it was an eye opener for her.
We turn around and, like I said, we go to this Winco there, and because the stuff is a lot cheaper, the produce is a lot better than anybody else I've seen. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here is, being it's just the two of us, I'm the one that has to calm down about how we buy.
Yes.
Okay, I'm used to buying in bulk a lot, stuff like that, but now I'm on that GLP-1 now, and I eat every day out of necessity to make sure that I'm getting something to eat that I
Yes.
need. All right.
Yes.
Or else I feel full and move on from there. All my health side of it is working great. But I said, she said, what are you going to cook today? I said, I don't know. I don't feel like cooking today. And she looks at me like, I said, well, you know how to flip the spatula. You know how to do things. Why is it just me? You know what I mean? So it's getting
Yeah.
to be, the Mexican standoff,
Yeah.
who draws first. But with that
Sounds like around here.
But with that said, okay, we'll go into the freezer, and I got probably 8 to 10 bags of frozen vegetables in one shopping bag.
Yes.
That's in there, and then underneath there is about 7 to 10 bags of vegetables underneath that one.
Yeah.
Okay, getting old, forgetting what we got. I don't know what I got in there. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I'm digging around there, and there was 2 beautiful ribeyes I found. Whoa, look at that. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I got to do is start before we go shopping, figuring out exactly what we actually need to cut that in half.
Yeah.
Because the other day I went to go pick up a few things. Few things was $81.
I
I think
understand.
I think it was like 12 items, and I said, we're not doing this right. We're just not doing this right. So there again, like the frozen vegetables or canned vegetables. I'm not a big fan of canned vegetables because when I was a kid, but the frozen stuff I'll get and use, and they're just enough for the two of us.
Yeah. The frozen stuff I forget about.
So so doing that, and then like I said with this, the salad stuff like that, and then whatever meats and chickens and stuff like that I found. My neighbor, okay, who's moving. This is a funny story. I'm doing a line. Actually I was doing a recording with somebody, and she's blowing up my phone. Okay, what does this woman want? This is what I mean. How we would argue and stuff. So during the recording, I said to her, I don't know who I had, somebody on there. Anyway, I said, we're just going to pause this a minute. And I'm going to, what? Like husband and wife.
Yeah.
She said, Brother T, send sister over. She said, I need to talk to her and I got something for her. Okay, all right, thank you. Boom, boom, hung up and I went back to finish recording. So Marie goes over. And we just finished up with the guy, and I said, okay. I says, because we would usually talk afterwards. Hold on. I says, I said, I got to go. I got stuff I got to do. Okay, no problem. I hang up and go out, and Marie is banging on the door. And she's got a basket, like a laundry basket, full of chicken. Well, she did an order for chicken,
Uh huh.
okay? Legs, thighs, leg quarter, wings, okay, a whole bunch. But she got 50 pounds of it. I said, didn't you think
She
the
lives
price?
by herself.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I said, didn't you think that the price was kind of high? She said, I just thought the price was, I didn't really pay attention to it because I got other stuff that was delivered with it. So she split it with me. I tried to give her money. She wouldn't take a dime. Okay. So I still got that chicken in the
Yeah.
freezer. I mean, which is a good thing, but in the same token, Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to be careful when you say buy stuff in bulk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, even when I met Vicky, she she couldn't understand how I bought things because I've always been most of the jobs I've ever had involves some sort of inventory control.
Okay.
And I treat my house just like that. I mean, if I look in the pantry and I normally keep 6 cans of corn, if two of them's missing, I buy two the next time I go to the store. And I mean, I remember her come over and I would order, I'd buy a case of toothpaste at a time. Well, I didn't buy toothpaste again for 3 years, but
Exactly.
she couldn't understand. I said, well, it's cheaper this way. It doesn't go bad. Don't buy I'm not spending any more than somebody else who's buying 2 bars of shower soap a
Right.
time, or if I buy an 8 pack and go there 4 times less, it's
Right.
the same.
So
So that's why she's finally gotten used to it. But that's the way I've always done. I hate running out of stuff.
that you preaching to the choir because that was my whole deal in the restaurant. Okay. Don't forget
Thank you.
the, ma- the most years that I spent in the restaurant. I didn't buy nothing for home.
Hey, Lance,
Hey Lance, what's up, brother? I never
everything
bought.
was everything was for the restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, and if I needed something, I bring it home. I mean, that was the way it was.
Yeah, yeah,
But
okay.
we stored everything in there like that. But once I got out of the business, okay, both both me and Marie working, and then when I went down to North Carolina, it was a game changer for me because, wow, even back then talking about stuff, there was a when I was in North Carolina, there was a place called Jordan and Hope, okay, and you could get all pork products. That's all. That's all they sold. No beef, nothing. Okay. They had penny candy in it. It was a one of a kind place. So you went in there to buy pork. They actually cut it for you directly. Okay. They had a few things in the case. You told them what you wanted. I want to
Yeah,
two Boston butts, whatever, blah blah blah, and they would cut it. You can get nose to tail from them. All right. So they would actually take the picnic, the front part of the leg. Okay, they would take that picnic and cut it on the bandsaw for me. Leave the outer skin on it, the whole bit, and they were great on the grill.
oh, I'll bet.
I mean, fantastic. Even slow cooking them in the oven in wintertime and stuff. But you could get just about everything there. Then moving down to Florida, total different thing. Seafood, you could get everything, but it was starting to get pricey. Everything was starting to get pricey with it. The different cuts of meat, what they were trying to sell. London broil. Get the frig away from me with a London broil. Okay, it's the rump. It's the worst cut of meat
The
that
rump
you can get.
roast.
Yeah, they sell London broil. Even they were selling turkey London broils. Get the hell out of here! It's a turkey breast that they cut. Point point of the matter is, when I started doing keto, okay, Marie started with me also. The amount of food that we cut back on getting was mind blowing.
Oh, I'll bet.
But here was the thing. Always had that little person in the back of my mind saying, hey, guess what? One day you're going to want that. So I think you
Yeah,
should get it and put it in the freezer. Okay. And that's what we did. And then each time that I fell off the wagon with it and everything like that, we would go out and spending more on it. But now, right now, it is what it is. Marie gets what she wants to get. There's nothing wrong with her. Like I said, she'll get a bag of potatoes. She'll get
yeah,
pasta, all the stuff that she wants. Okay, I get what I want, and the way things are going right now. But we got a freezer packed, so
right.
you know. So for me to get that itch and see, oh, they got a whole chuck roll on sale, I got to step away from that because I got no more room.
Well, I do too.
You know,
I do too.
but I don't know.
But that's not a bad problem to have.
Yeah, yep. But
Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up here in about another 6 minutes.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Marcel, you want to jump up for a minute? Lance? You want to jump up for a minute? I'm going to shut it down here at 2 hour mark. We're at 154.
32, 33, 34. Well, I hope everything's okay with Charlotte.
Well, I do too. You know, I was getting a little concerned. I hadn't heard from her.
So
So Marcel's needing a London broil. You got to
so
go to London.
yeah, that was I tell you, unbelievable. I would just laugh at it, Or you go to go to a barbecue, and they'd have that on the grill. There'd be 30 people and then one London broil. And you have to get a razor blade to cut that bad boy to feed everybody here.
Yeah, you got to cook it forever.
Or it's got to be done completely rare. And
Yeah.
sliced thin. It's unbelievable.
She's in her PJs. Even more the reason to come up.
Well, don't worry about it, Marcel. I was going to go topless tonight, but Grumpus said no.
I just got a shirt and a smile on.
Yeah. I was just texting with Charlotte. She's good. Says she just needs some downtime at home. Got it.
I don't understand that.
Yep. Totally get it. Totally get it.
So on your shows, how is that different than what you've been doing, Tom?
So what they want is they want longer content and stuff to. In other words, you could take 3 or 4 of your videos, something that's in common, or being that you're doing barbecue, so everything would be along the barbecue lines. You're doing
Okay.
chicken, you're doing pork, you're doing beef, brisket. You're doing the whole thing like that, and you can put it up. But like your thumbnails and stuff has to be high resolution. So when you make a thumbnail, it's got to be not like 1080p. It's got to be a lot more. Okay,
So they want 4K thumbnails.
yeah, and even higher than 4K sometimes. So, but the premise is that they're trying to get people to watch on big screen TV. So
So they're wanting you to put like three videos linked or joined together
yeah,
into like, so you got one show with 3 chapters.
exactly.
Okay.
Or more, or whatever. So, in other words, you can take your week if you do a video every day, per se. They really don't want like talk shows or something like that. It's got to be something where people can sit back, relatable, the whole bit. So the first one I did worked out pretty good. Getting all the nuts and bolts out of it.
So how's that any different than just running a playlist?
Because a lot of times when you put up on some of your playlists up on there, they might be shorter, not fitting the screen. Okay, so it would be like watching a short on your big screen TV.
Okay. Okay. Well, I understand that.
The way the resolution works like that, and they're trying to get more. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make it like like a network TV. Yeah. Put a robe on. So, they're trying to make it like network TV. What they're trying to do is they're going to try to start putting it together where I even said this a while back, like starting a channel where 4 or 5 of us would be on that channel, and on that week, say we do it over the weekend, 4 or 5 people would have their stuff going up on that channel. You know what I mean? So you would still get credit for everything else like that. So it's worth a shot. I'll try anything just to. I'm trying to keep busy
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it, and so what I'm doing is I'm taking some of my older videos, chopping them up, talking over them, putting it in as a series. So I did. First one was with beef. Different cuts of beef, 1 or 2 of my videos on here. And I'm keeping them like 20 minutes, if that, 18, 20 minutes. They want you to go longer. Just to see, I don't want to waste my time with it
Yeah.
going up. So what they're actually doing is they're actually cutting back on verticals and also on PC.
See, that's just that amazes me because first the videos have to be long, then they have to be under 8 minutes, and then they have to be vertical, and then they just they can't figure out what they want.
Yeah,
We're chasing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But if you stop and think about it right now, say like you for instance, okay, you take your first three videos, put them together, put them up as a show, because you're only people who are monetized also.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're not monetized, they don't want they don't you have to be monetized. So you take your first three videos or whatever videos you want, put them together, do a little narration in the beginning. You can change your thumbnail, but you got to keep your thumbnails consistent. Okay, you got to keep it in that realm of barbecue. How you got your new pit, and what you cook on it would be
Yeah.
like the kickoff for you, and let it go, and then you draw more people to it. But it would be fitting to be up on a big screen TV. Family time is what they're saying.
Okay.
So why
So
not?
basically, they're trying to steal Netflix's.
Do you know that YouTube's actually bigger than Netflix? They have more view. They have
Well, I don't doubt that.
yeah, but they're
But
trying
like
to
we in the evenings, we turn the TV on. We're either watching Netflix or Amazon Prime.
yeah,
So it sounds like they're trying to get into that
yeah,
group and poach some customers that way.
right, and exactly. So they're keeping it limited to no foul language and all that kind of stuff, making it family friendly.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm saying when I first started thinking about it, and I said, you know what? Everything was about kids. No kids, this, that, and this and that. Now they're saying family friendly. Okay, all right. So they got to really watch what you're doing with it. But I think it's worth a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Well, why not?
you know, so if I can put them out there and leave them up there, and they come up as shows, or you can do it as a serial in order, or you can just people can watch it any way they want. They can watch not the whole thing or some of it. So it's
So so
it's
I can so I can pull my knife out and lay it down on my brisket, and then to be continued.
bingo, bingo, exactly,
Don't let
exactly.
them see it. Cut it.
And
Come
what I
back
was saying,
next week.
yeah, that concludes this evening's broadcast. You know what I'm going to do? You just gave me a freaking good idea. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and find the test pattern. I'll play the Star Spangled Banner and put the test pattern up.
There you go, like they used to do.
Come back next week. Hi, I'm Tom Rather from
Oh man.
Too Funny.
Well, I'm gonna have to check some of that stuff out because it's. I think I see what they're trying to do, but I don't know. That'll change in 6 months.
I don't know. I think just looking at the way they're doing things, because what they're doing is getting a lot of people frustrated about viewers. Okay, they're cutting back on that kind of stuff with the same old stuff. When they pushed for shorts, verticals and shorts, because
Oh
everybody and their
yeah, they
brother
pushed
had
hard.
had that phone. Okay, it's like squirrel, and they dropped the phone. Now they're looking at something else. So
Yeah,
now they're trying to do more value time. That's the way I understood it to be. So, but for guys like us doing stuff that we have content already, to put that back up again, and they push it out to another whole new setup. It's easy for us to do. It can get frustrating because here's the problem: from the day from day one till now, how the quality changed, and that's the other thing they push. They want high quality. They want it to be like you're watching a show.
right, right.
So what I do now is I take some of the videos that I have. Sometimes I have loud music. Sometimes I whatever. I'll run it through that Riverside and gut the music from it, enhance the voice, and do it that way, and then put it back. It's a lot of work for what I want to get out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But your quality of yours and stuff like that, I would try if it. I would try if it. Put three of them together, talk a
I
little
mean,
bit
I, I
into it.
mean, I I post everything in 1080.
Yeah,
I've got it. I've got a camera here that does 4K. But I mean, look at the quality on the screen now.
Right.
That's 1080.
So what they want is when you do this. See, I do my thumbnails through Canva. Okay, I'll put up what I want to put up, run it through Canva, and then I can adjust the pixels on it. I can adjust all them numbers on it for what they want, or else they'll do away with it. So I have one fixed thumbnail now that I put up just for that show.
And see, I have on my thumbnails, I just take a snapshot of something in the video. And then I'll usually bring it into Photoshop, bump the contrast, put my logo in it, different things like that. And that's what I use. I don't really, if I can't take a snapshot of it, that's where it comes from. I
Yeah,
don't fool with it if it doesn't.
in other words, you would see the Tonight Show, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever Johnny Carson's logo was, you could take your logo, which you have up there in the corner, and use that. But you got to adjust it to make sure that it's going to fit. That it's going to
Yeah. Well, as long as they keep what 16 by 9.
yeah, pixelate to go up
Yeah.
onto that high resolution stuff, and that's it. And you can take your videos from there and roll with it, you know. Because right now, a lot of people are taking older videos, going back. I mean, you like Julia Child and stuff like that from PBS. They're shorter and they're just all goofed up and stuff. They don't want that kind of stuff no more. You know what I mean? So everybody that's in here right now in the chat, okay, does make good videos. All they have to do, if they're monetized, put a couple of their videos up and boom, go from there. That's the future.
Well, I guess what I have a hard time wrapping my head around is people will be seeing it for the first time. I keep
Yeah.
thinking I've already put that out there. It's already there. It'll be a repeat, but apparently they're going to throw it to a whole new group of people.
Yeah, I mean, just a group of people that they put your original videos out to. Okay, there's a ton more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what I have to get my head wrapped around.
So when they turn around and say they're bigger than Netflix, this is what they're looking at. They're looking to push it through. Hey, and in a way, Grumpus is genius. Marcel just said it. Somebody standing here in the kitchen, taking a video, done at home, putting that creation up, and they want this out of us.
What I mean,
It's a money maker.
what she's saying here. I mean, we're doing cooks in the kitchen or outside. Food Network don't have it anymore.
Bingo.
All they have is competitions now.
Yeah.
I miss the Emerald Lagasse's and the Julia Childs and the Paula Deans. I miss those type of shows. And Food Network, they cost too much. They went a cheaper route, and all these competitions and podcasts on travel.
I'm telling you, we should come up with a way to put up our videos together on a network. We'll all join in on it. You know what I mean? And put that out like that.
Yeah.
This is basically what they're looking for. Because what they want to do is they want to categorize it. Of cooking, barbecue, and put it that all together with that same theme. Okay.
Yeah.
Rather than just doing the way they're doing. So if I'm looking at somebody cooking a hot dog, and then I'm looking at another guy making a hamburger, they want to put that together. But I want to see that guy, what else he does with that hot dog, what else they do with that
Yeah.
hamburger, and that's what it is. I'm sitting back on the couch, okay, or in bed, and I'm watching, okay, I'm Al Weisel. I watch, you, or whoever, with some long content. I was watching that guy from Afghanistan or whatever, Yakistan or something like that, and he's cooking these big hunks of meat and stuff.
Well, yeah. I
Okay.
love that guy.
You know what I found out? He has a restaurant right next door to that. This was a studio that he built.
Oh, so he's cooking all that for the restaurant. That's where all that meat's going.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
When they take you in, they look and show you all around like that, and then he comes back out, and they did an interview with him. Fantastic. Okay, but that's basically what it is. So, who knows? Marcel could be the next Paula Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I like Paula Dean. I do watch Beat Bobby Flay. That's one that I do watch, but I don't watch Food Network that much anymore.
Yeah. Me and Emerald are the exact same age. Okay. He plays drums. I play the drums. He just opened up another steakhouse out here in the M. The M, I could throw a rock and hit it. That a casino.
The M.
The M. Yeah.
Is he still in MGM?
No. No.
Because he had what New Orleans Fish House, I think
Yeah.
it was called.
Yeah. That the only one that's really stuck around out here was, and I think they're getting ready to close. Is the guy that yelled and screamed at people? I can't think. Gordon
Yeah,
Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. I used to tell my daughter, I would love to work one night with him. I'd have
Well,
him hang.
Emerald also had Delmonico's in the Venetian, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. He had three or four out here,
Yeah,
and then they all sort of went.
they all dried up.
All sort of dried up. So now they got a new place matter of fact, I think it opened last week. I was supposed to go. You walk into a place, pay top dollar for it, and I can make the same shit home.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
So I don't know, but
All right, folks, I think I'm going to pull the plug.
you look like you're ready to hit the hay, my man.
I overdid it. There's a lot of. I got pretty hot today.
Yeah.
What she got here? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Do any of them have shows anymore?
Nope.
Paula Dean, she got a bad rap. She got railroaded out.
Yeah, she still does. She does stuff on YouTube. Paula
And then
Dean.
Rachel Ray,
She
I don't
blew
know
up.
what's going on with her. She blew up like a balloon.
Yeah. Martha.
I don't know if that's medications or what she got going on there.
My influence as a kid, I know we want to get out of here, was
Nah,
you're
I'm
never
not
going to
listening.
believe this. Was Julia Child.
Yep, I like Julia Child.
Right here we have. But she was a great cook.
I mean, I got to give credit where credit's due. Martha Stewart. I mean, she multi-millionaire putting glitter on a pine cone.
Yeah,
All right, we'll see you, Lance. Good night.
take care. Be good, man. Anyway, Grumpus, keep in touch with me. Let me know what's going on.
I will. And Marcel, you have a good evening. How many we got? We got 7 people still in here. You got anything special going on this coming week?
Just
Tom?
I'm just tripping through, my same stuff. I just finished the show up. The show number 3 will be up tomorrow at 9 o'clock my time,
Okay.
and then I have then the Sunday Dinner Chef. That'll be on. I think that goes on at 3 o'clock this morning, my time, and podcast Thursday. The Sun Tom Glover, the Keto Cook, and then therefore.
Well, I guess unless I hear differently, I guess I've got next Saturday night again. Unless you want to take a night, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
I
talk
don't
about
mind sharing. I don't mind sharing the time.
it. Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm not dumping it on you because I don't mind doing it.
yeah.
But
Well,
I don't mind if you want to get your followers to hop on here and see what's going on.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll talk about it during the week.
Yeah. Let me know. So everybody, have a great Sunday. Be safe. Try to stay cool if you can. And we're out of here.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.